Alright, so today we're going to be playing the Strela. This is a 10.3 SPA found now in multiple nations as of a few updates ago, but it of course originated from the Russian tech tree. It's at 10.3 and it gets IR guided missiles, but there's some very special features about these IR guided missiles. They have something called contrast lock, which essentially means that you lock onto the plane instead of the heat signature. So this means that in further distances on head-ons, you can just turn on the contrast lock mode or keep it on auto, it will figure it out by itself. But turn on the contrast lock mode and you'll be able to lock onto the plane itself and not the heat signature. It's really, really good to use. And this is one of, I believe, 3, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but I think there's 3 SPAs in the game that have this. I think it's the Strela, the Type 93, and the Type 81. If I'm wrong, please do correct me. But yeah, we'll be taking it straight out, and we'll see, how we can do with it. One really cool thing which I like about, I think it's a pretty recent War Thunder update. It's with the how the missiles look when they actually hit a target. They put out these white trails behind it, and if you see footage from real life of things shooting down drones or other aircraft, you can also see those white trails, which looks, I think it looks so cool. And I think, honestly, it might be one of the coolest things War Thunder has added in a while. It might just be a thing that it's kind of nerdy or, something like that, but I really feel like it helps with, the game looking way better. Also, just another thing, if you're playing SPA, make sure you set it onto this minimap so you can see where the air spawn is. It's not as important if you have a radar and stuff, but for something like the Strela or Type 81 that doesn't have a radar, it's probably a pretty good idea to have this map on so you can see, where people spawn in and where you need to look. So I need to look in this direction, which is pretty nice for me to know. Now, one other thing I really want to mention about playing SPA is the scoreboard is your best friend. Looking at the scoreboard is really just going to help you. Personally, I look at, let's say, this guy right up here. He has 2 assists, 1 cap, no deaths. Let's just look at his profile real quick. Go to top. He doesn't have any planes. He's more than likely not going to be spawning a plane if he dies. This guy in 2nd place, he has 1 cap, and his favorite vehicle is a plane. He has a lot of planes. So I can expect the guy in 2nd, if he dies, to spawn in the plane. And now a scout drone has just been spotted right in front of me. And I see it. Fortunately, we're not the best at locking onto scout drones. Especially not when they're that far away. Well, the ideal would need to be within 1.4, I think. So, we'll see if we can get a lock onto it. Our team is losing hard, though. Alright, scout drone is getting closer. We got a lock on 1.8, wow. Did not expect that. And we got it. Nice. Okay. First target down. It is just a scout drone, but, we're helping our team. Oh, we have a plane. At 2 clicks. Oh, we found him. It's an A10, I think. Definitely going to use contrast lock on him. Just need to get close enough. This 2S38 hopefully isn't going to take my kill. Hopefully it's just going to protect me. A10 is slowly but surely getting closer. Unfortunately, we need him to be quite close. That's locking onto his missile. That's locking onto him, though. I think. Let's just give him a second one to be sure. And he should be dead in just a second. There we go. Alright, we do have a few misses coming in, which we can't lock onto, unfortunately. We can. It's not going to pull in and save them, though. Unfortunately. Also, just real quick, if you're wondering, this right here is the guidance mode between the IR and contrast. It depends on the target, what I'm switching to. If you don't know how to switch it properly and haven't learned it, auto is more than fine. Like, auto is pretty much the only thing you'll need. It maybe makes like 0.5 kilometers in difference between like range. It's not a lot. Auto works pretty well. I just like to switch between it often. All right, let's see. Top guy on their team died. The 100 has German planes. I'm expecting a plane. He just spawned in. No plane. As of right now, maybe a helicopter? Maybe. Yep, it's a helicopter. And that is why you do the air pings. And I'm 100% sure that when I kill this guy, it will be... Well, when or if I kill this guy, it will be the guy at the top of their team. Well, this guy right here. Let's see. Drive up here. We're for some reason not picking him up. There we go. Okay. Missile looks good. Bit wobbly, but it should hit. And it is indeed the guy, and he's dead. And that's why you use the scoreboard. So important. So important. There's another plane up. Okay, we'll wait with him, I guess. He's a bit too far away. He's kind of side climbing. Also, if you didn't know, with this air target thing, you can spot people. I think it's like 15 degrees of leeway it has. It's quite a lot of leeway. Let's launch him. He is 6 kilometers away. This should hit him. Never mind, it's self-destructed. Yeah, right now contrast lock is not going to be good because there's a mountain right behind him. So I'll switch to IR. Give it a loft, some loft to get over that hill. And it hits him. Very nice. That should be him dead. Yeah, our team will take care of him. He is definitely gone though. What was I about to say? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, the targeting air alert. You have about 15 degrees of leeway to either side. So basically, if I, use my mini-map to aim at the heli field right here and then do an air alert, if there's a guy on the heli field or just took off, I will be able to spot him. The same with, aiming up here and doing the same thing. Okay, so the top player just died, this guy. And I just looked at his service profile. He does indeed have planes. Question is... Yeah, there we go. And he's diving down pretty quickly. So, again, the same thing happened. I looked at the server's record. I saw he had planes, and he died. Then I know he's probably going to spawn something. This guy also just died, the other guy. He could be spawning into, a plane now, since he was in the heli before. And he did just spawn in, so... Let's do this. That's the guy from before. Oh, he's right there. Let's launch at him. Does the missile go for flares? It does indeed. Okay, contrast lock missile it is. We got him. And he only oranged our launchers. Very nice. And that's the main, reason why you should be able to switch. Just having it on auto is not always going to ignore the flares. It can definitely ignore the flares, but it's not always going to. So, learning how to switch it to contrast in that situation is pretty smart because it will not go for flares ever. Also, just want to say another little tip which you guys can use is, you see how currently there are 3 scouted targets from the enemies? This guy right here has 20 mission score. That's from scouting enemies. This guy before? Yeah. You can actually just hover over their score and you can see if they've scouted enemies. So more than likely there is going to be a scout drone up from the enemy. Not 100%, but more than likely there will be. So we're just going to be on the lookout for that at the start of the game at least. But towards the, middle of the game, we can stop looking for it, and there we have it. Scout drone. Launch. Oh, I launched it too far off of the line. Okay, go missile. Nice. And was it the guy that we were looking at? It was this guy who we were looking at. Yeah. So, just a little tip as well. You can look at the enemy score and you can see what they actually basically use, because no one's really going to be scouting targets that quick if they don't have a scout drone up. Oh, we have another scout drone. Oh, missile. Nice. It only happens sometimes with the missile doing, the thing where the white lines come out, but once I see it, I think it actually happened last match. But once I see it, I'll make sure to point it out. Oh. Enemy plane. Go missile. Yes. Yeah, the missile is really good at tracking. I did not see that guy spawn in. To be honest, I didn't think anyone was going to spawn in already, but he was there with a pretty early aircraft. I thought I destroyed my ammo box. Okay. Oh, there we go. Another plane. This guy is... He's asking about every single question in the world. Oh, there's two planes. Two A-10s. Okay. Interesting. We'll wait till they get within range. I don't know how far away they spawn, usually. Not at this BR anyway. But I have a feeling it could be quite far away. This guy's turning in now. We need to be careful. Because again, their missiles do outrange us. Okay, this guy's 10 kilometers away. This guy's 7. So this is who we're going for first. We can get a launch now. I do wonder if it's going to do anything. We'll wait and see. This guy up here. I think our missile failed. Oh, never mind. It didn't. Then we go for the second guy, and he should be dead. If he doesn't move or anything, he's definitely dead. And there we go. Just a crit. Let's make sure that he is actually dead. There we go. Very nice. 2 aircraft destroyed. And I did die to the AGM, but we wiped out both the A-10s, so I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, I decided to spawn in the backup. Just, because why not? I had a few lying around anyway. For the Strela, which I'll never get used. But this guy said I can't Christian 2 with HGM as 12. He keeps complaining about stuff. And honestly, I'm starting to believe it might be a skill issue. I'm not 100% certain, but he's been complaining about everything so far. So, yeah, I don't think it's just the game. Top guy on their team just died. Let's check real quick. Any aircraft? Quite a few aircraft. He died in a Christian 2. Any Swedish aircraft? No. So I do not believe he's going to spawn an aircraft. But we do have a scout drone. Let's kill that. It's gone. Yeah, the missiles hit really hard. Is that a friendly? Yeah, it is. The missiles do hit kind of hard. For being, relatively small missiles, they seem to do a lot of damage often. And it's only really when people pull really hard just before they're about to impact that they don't do too much damage. But yeah, so far we have 6 kills. Pretty good. I was watching TikTok and I saw another... Yes, yet another A-10 spawning in the same game. That's a friendly plane for sure. We'll just go for this A-10. We'll keep it on auto. Worked last time pretty well. Don't know how far away he is. Oh, there we go. Let's put contrast. That was what we used last time, wasn't it? Let's see. Let's find down. Yeah, he's gonna pop over this hill any moment. Seems like he's gonna pop up somewhere over here. There we go. And send out a missile. Let's look at it fly in. And dead. And there we go. There's the white things. It looks so cool. Especially when it flies like right above you and it happens right above you. For some reason, it looks really cool. I don't know what it is about it, but Yeah, let's send another one at him. Why not? He's already dead, but let's just make sure. And there we go. That's 7 air kills in one game. That's pretty good. I think 2 of them were drones, but still, pretty good. Alright, that was it for the Strela. It's amazing, especially in full down tiers. People don't really realize that there's this good of an SPA in full down tiers, or sorry, in 10.393. It does so much, like, it does so much damage compared to how small the missile is. I would say the maximum range is about 8 kilometers if they're flying straight. You can't really look beyond that anyway. If they're flying away from you, you need to be more careful with the launch and stuff. But the missile has really good tracking, especially with the optical tracking. I think this is just one of the best SPAs. It even works top tier at times, because no radar means no radar pings. You know, it's really good. So yeah, if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
They say the grass is greener, but babe, I'll always need you. You pull my heart together, I stand up and follow leader. And it's a part of me that I can't even get to miss. Laying like some sardines, it hurts me just to reminisce.